I've got a big question. Which of these plays will be the top play of Season 3? You decide right now.
This could be a chess match tonight. We have two very smart teams that tend to make great decisions.
And that's the value of experience. You know what you're good at, and you limit your mistakes. It's hard to fool a person who sees it all.
All right, now let's check out the starters for the Miami Heat. MP is out there with Kyle Lowry. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Butler. And it's Martin in at the power forward position. Vassell against MP. Off target with the three. Outside Jones. From 11 feet away, here's Sohan. Well, the jumper's good from inside 6 feet.
They're using his size well and putting some muscle behind his play. That's how Sohan gets to his shot inside.
Kicks it out to MP. They get it back. Adebayo, that's good.
Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense.
Pass to Vassell. We played just over a minute here in the first. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
Aggressive take there to get inside. They're looking to make things happen to try and take control of this game.
Martin with the bucket.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Jones, the pass to Pirtle. Back to Jones. Over Lowry. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That'll belong to Kyle Lowry.
Man, good whistle there.
And Richard, the Spurs trying to rebuild without bottoming out. That's one of the hardest things to do in the NBA, I think.
And they've got a lot of intriguing young players, but you need superstar talent to win in this league, and San Antonio is still in search of that.
Jones hits them both. Lowry with it. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. MP outside. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Spurs. off a win against the Blazers.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
And on top of probably having the better talent, they never let up. Great effort, great win.
MP outside. That shot is off. And San Antonio will go the other way with it.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
Vassell passes to Pirtle. Over MP. The shot by Pirtle, no good. Miami has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. MP left side. Martin left side. Back to MP. Clock at 6 to the paint. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his balance.
Jones, the pass to Pirtle. Now here's Johnson. And he makes it on the layup.
That's good defense, but Johnson with the size and body control, man, that's tough to counter.
Here's Lowry. Nice D from Vassell.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Now here's Vassell. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Pass to Pirtle. Over MP. The shot by Pirtle, no good. Miami trailing. MP outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs. Both good from the line that time.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Back to Jones. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
And that one's good. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Vassell outside. Here's Johnson. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now. Here's MP, plenty of space. And that's an air ball. Not even close.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Pass to Sohan. Outside Jones. On the wing, Vassell. Covered by MP. Count it. Good. Miami's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Butler against Johnson. Lowry outside. Here's MP. Count it. MP's got 6.
He's just 2 for 7 from the field, trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Outside Jones. Here's Sohan. His last outing, he had 20. Lets it fly. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds in the game. Now Lowry. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Uses the glass on the layup.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
The Spurs have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Down low. Here's Vassell. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
The Heat have got half their attempts to go. 6 of 12. MP outside. Takes a 3. Pure from 3-point range. MP's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
A tremendous facilitator out of the wing. Butler finding the uncovered man.
Pass to Pirtle. Vassell outside. No good on the shot. Miami's gone 1 of 4 from deep. Butler passes to MP. To the middle. Here's Martin. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Vassell outside. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Here's Butler. And again, it's Miami converting.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. Here in the middle part of the season, Grant, what are the biggest challenges for players?
Well, B.A., it's mental, physical, and emotional fatigue. Night in and night out, you have to stay focused. With the amount of games teams play.
Miami's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Setting the floor for Miami. They've got MP, Caleb Martin out there with Butler. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Oladipo in at the 2 guard. And the shot goes down.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Heat. San Antonio trailing here. To the left wing. Back to Richardson. Pass to Vassell. And here's Richardson, covered by MP. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And he knocks down the first one. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And here's Martin. Oladipo, the pass to MP. Now Adebayo. Back to MP. Just 5 on the clock. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Well, despite some uneven shooting for them, they're still out in front.
Pass to Sohan. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Butler. The Heat with the lead. Martin finds Butler. MP outside. Takes the 3. San Antonio with a rebound.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Here's Johnson. Not going to go that time. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. And Josh Richardson gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in.
Lately, they haven't been as efficient from downtown as they were to start the game. You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And so it's San Antonio with it. It's a 10-point game. They've got the Rockets ahead of them next in Houston. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Rockets got the job done. He ended up with 36 points, and his assist total was through the roof. He had his handprint all over that game. Put up some big numbers. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And Johnson drops them both.
No, look, he's a versatile weapon. Johnson is someone that wants to keep improving and shouldering more responsibilities on both ends of the floor.
MP, the pass to Adebayo, and they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And the Spurs with some changes. Pirtle comes in for Jang, and it's Jones in for Richardson. For San Antonio, they've got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Now a timeout called by San Antonio.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Outside Jones. Pass to Vassell. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. 6 to shoot. MP against Jones. Fires at the elbow. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Heat have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. MP finds Martin. Now here's MP. Last game out, 36 points for him. Back to Martin. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by MP. And here we go, the Heat fast break. And the big finish by Adebayo.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Johnson against Butler. Here's Pirtle to stop the run. Good on the shot.
Good read from Johnson. Every year he seems to improve as a passer.
The Heat have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. MP, the pass to Adebayo. Over Pirtle. And Adebayo, the bucket on the assist by MP.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Sohan. Here's Vassell. 4 on the clock. Pirtle finds Vassell. The Spurs rebound. And here's Jones. Back to Pirtle. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
MP, the pass to Martin. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Vassell outside. Right side Johnson. Jimmy Butler with a rebound. Butler's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. From deep, MP. Rebound San Antonio.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Outside Butler. MP with it. He's got 9. On the take. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Devin Vassell. Granted, it's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
Pass to Sohan. Back to Jones. Lets it go from deep. The offensive rebound. Pirtle laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Pirtle's got 6 in the quarter.
He's had a rough start to this game, and that's being nice. But he's gotten back on track here in the second.
And Adebayo slams it in.
And look how explosive Bam can be. Defenses can't do anything to stop him on the alley-oop.
Pass to Vassell. Right side Johnson.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
And the Heat with some changes. Tyler Hero has been on display for Miami. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. How about Tyler Hero displaying all of his skills today?
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
At the 2 and the 3, it's Vassell and Johnson. Then there's Jakob Poeltl, and it's Jones in at the point guard position. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Johnson, and that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Fighting down low, big fella Johnson with some hustle points.
Pass to MP. Now here's Adebayo. Butler's got space. And there are the Heat with another bucket.
Putting the buckets in Jimmy buckets. Offensively at his best off the catch and shoot.
Johnson with it. Here's Sohan. Back to Johnson. 3-pointer. And it's Miami with a rebound. Adebayo's got 11 rebounds in the game.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Richardson's checked in for San Antonio.
You have to love the style Bam brings with him to the floor. He's such a spirited player, and you can see his teammates enjoy it as well.
Richardson finds Vassell. And here's Johnson. Vassell outside.
With the shot clock about to expire, the last thing you want to do is foul. That's giving them a gift.
Get the perimeter, get the perimeter.
Here's Johnson. Give him 8 points now.
Who's watching here?
6 on the shot clock from the low block. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You have to appreciate Johnson's effort there. He just stays with it and keeps coming.
And Johnson drops them both. The Heat have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Outside Butler. Pass to MP. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Martin. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him tonight. Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Yeah, that's a little icing on the cake right there. Putting on a show while they enjoy a big second half lead.
Drops in the 3. He's got 7.
Question mark about Sohan. Can he stretch the floor for you? Well, there's his answer.
Butler passes to MP. Kept alive. And Adebayo slams it in.
Padding the stat sheet, getting the board and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation. To the wing on the left. It's Johnson with a drive. And that one good. Johnson's got 6 in the quarter.
For wings like Johnson, driving in, using the bounce effectively, it's a huge thing to have that in your toolbox.
Pass to Adebayo. Inside. Here's MP. And again, it's on the wing, Vassell, covered by MP. Let's go with a three. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. And out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the league and the world have endured tremendous challenges in recent years. Commissioner Silver said, quote, "We found a way to keep going under very difficult circumstances. It required enormous diligence. To keep playing throughout the pandemic, we are particularly proud of that." Brian?
Hey, the show must go on. Thanks, Allie. Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. Well, Richard, 17 years for you as a player. If you were to give some advice to someone starting their playing career right now, what do you think that would be?
Oh, it would always be get your routine down. Get your pregame routine. Get your summer routine. You got to figure out what it is that makes your game work, because it's hard as you get older. NBA careers don't last very long. But if you put your routine, you put your game first, everything else will fall in line.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You expect some fumbles with the ball, and overall, I think they've done a good job limiting those slip-ups.
For San Antonio, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. MP against Richardson. Rebound by the Heat. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. MP, the pass to Adebayo. And the basket is good. Adebayo's got 6 here in the quarter.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Outside Johnson. On the wing, Richardson. Here's Pirtle. And it doesn't even draw iron. The Heat have gotten 7 of 8 shots to fall in the third quarter so far. Pass to Lowry. MP outside. Back to Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
And just an effective offensive talent. Adebayo plays so hard, and that's really what drives his game.
Out to the wing. Johnson against Butler. And he gets the bucket.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
The Heat have gotten 8 of 9 to fall. Terrific offense so far in this third quarter. MP against Richardson. Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
The Spurs have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Vassell passes to Richardson. With the teardrop. Fires the 3. Connects from downtown. Richardson's got 10 points in the game.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
From deep, MP. And that comes off the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 4 assists now tonight.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Richardson. Softly drops in the floater. 12 points for him. And it's the Heat with the ball. Lowry outside. Throws it up high. Oh, rejected by Pirtle. They recover it. San Antonio's gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Here's Richardson with the second effort. Good D by MP.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Lowry, good.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
San Antonio's gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Outside Richardson. Back to Vassell. Pass to Johnson. Outside Richardson. 5 on the clock. Offensive rebound. Vassell finds Richardson. It's Pirtle high post. Outside Richardson. No good on the three. Well, Miami shooting it at 61%, a terrific average. It's stolen by Pirtle. On the break. Vassell with it, picked up by Lowry. Pass to Sohan. Now here's Pirtle. And the layup is good off the glass. Pirtle's got 8 points.
Yeah, great find from Sohan. This is why his guys like playing with him.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. And the Heat with some... And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Heat. And for the Spurs, they're shooting 40% since the break. Pass to Richardson. Out left to the wing. Here's Bates Diop. Back to Richardson. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Jones against MP. To the inside. Dedmon. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
First free throw is good. The Spurs making a switch here. Jang's checked in. So he gets them both. Here's Jones, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Pass to Richardson, goes up on the wing, and there are the Spurs with another bucket.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
The first one falls. Yurt Sevens checked in for Dedmon. Both shots good from the stripe.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
59 seconds left in the third. On the wing, MP. Pass to Yurt Seven. Back to MP. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Yurt Seven. And another dime for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Outside Richardson. Out to the right wing. Here's Bates Diop. They get it back. Outside Jones. Lets a floater go. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it.
Here's MP. He's got 16. To the wing, right side. That'll count. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Miami Heat up 20. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Setting the floor for Miami. We've got Gabe Vincent. He's out there with MP. Victor Oladipo is out there with Omer Yurtseven. Well, it's the reality of the NBA, RJ, but fans do seem to be paying closer attention, maybe more than ever, to players' off-court actions. What's your take on that?
Well, I truly believe that players are so focused not only on their games, but how they can now improve the lives of people around them and in their community. They are leaders in their community, and they are advocates, and it's because they have huge platforms that will allow them to make a difference.
MP against Johnson. MP, the pass to Adebayo, and Adebayo slams it in.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
The shot by Pirtle, no good.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
It's tipped. Lowry, the pass to Adebayo. Vassell against MP. Shot clock at 6. Back to Adebayo. And again, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well, hitting his guys right in their spots. Pass to Vassell. Here's Johnson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Johnson's got 10 points in just the second half.
It's all working for Keldon Johnson right now. Look, he is a different type of matchup, and defenders, they can struggle a little bit with that.
Adebayo, no good. San Antonio's got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Here's Sohan. Sinks the tray.
See, he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
For Miami, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Back to MP. Fires for 3. Sohan with a rebound.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Pass to Johnson. Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
He came out of halftime with renewed focus, heating things up offensively.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Lowry outside. There's the 3. The rebound by the Spurs. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Back to Johnson. You know, RJ, we've seen it for years. The final minute of a game can take up to 20 minutes of real time, or sometimes longer. You think that's something the league needs to look at?
Well, the league wants to look at that, but you also have to make sure that you keep the integrity of the game. If there is strategy that you can use, whether it's taking a foul or calling a timeout, you try and use it. So the league has to make sure that they find that delicate balance of flow, but also allowing people to use the rules.
Says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
I think we can say that shot is well within his range.
Yeah, let's hope so. Pass to Vincent. MP against Vassell. The drive by MP.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And the first one at the line is good. Man, there are a lot of insane records in the NBA history books. Which do you think are the most unbreakable, RJ?
Well, I've got 4 off the top of my head. The 100 points by Wilt. I think LeBron James playoff scoring record, because a player is going to have to go to like 13 finals, and they're going to have to average 25 points a game in order to pass that. And then AC Green, he's got almost 1,200 consecutive games played. That's 15 straight seasons.
And I'd throw Stockton's assist record in there as well.
Yeah, no one's catching that because he didn't miss many games either.
Pass to Pirtle. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It goes on Bam Adebayo. We've seen Jakob Poeltl make huge strides with his defense since coming into the league, Richard.
He's become one of the top rim protectors. Each season, his block numbers get better. Players think twice about driving the lane when he's out there.
Collins, he's checked in for San Antonio. Dedmon's checked in for Miami. Robinson comes in for Martin. MP shot is off.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Well, the NBA has gotten tougher on flagrant fouls, but you see instances where guys get hurt. They miss a lot of time, and yet there's only a one-game penalty for the fouler. Something to look at, you think, RJ, or no?
Well, if the flagrant results in games missed due to injury, then maybe the fouler should miss more games. The only problem with that is you can see players starting to embellish on their injury in order to make sure that other people get suspended. That's how petty our league is.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. The Spurs have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Here's Sohan. Right wing. Here's Jang. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. The Heat have got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Here's Adebayo. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Adebayo's got 8 points in the quarter. San Antonio's got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. On the wing, Jones, covered by MP. MP against Jones. Oh, great D that time from MP. Outside Butler. Pass to Lowry. Intercepted. Here's Sohan. On the wing, Vassell. Collins outside. And the 75 list came out last season, the top 75 players in NBA history. RJ, who do you think was the biggest snub?
Without a doubt, the biggest snub was Dwight Howard. When you see what Dwight Howard was and was able to do, and I understand if you want to look at the last 5-6 years of his career, but don't gloss over the first 10. He led a team to the NBA Finals, battling against the Lakers as the best player on the team, dominated the Eastern Conference, beat LeBron James, and we've seen how hard that is to do in the Eastern Conference. So to me, he is one of the top 75 players of all time.
Jones against MP. Pass to Sohan. Here's Vassell. 6 on the shot clock. San Antonio again missing.
There are nights where the shots just don't fall. Unfortunately, I know how that feels.
Martin, left side. MP outside. There's the drive, and he gets it to go. MP's got 12 points in just the second half.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Jones with the ball, guarded by Adebayo. Adebayo against Jones. Spurs need to get one up here. Here's Jang. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now.
If they want to come back, he needs to be better.
Here's MP. Outside for Butler. MP against Jones. Now here's MP. Tight defense on him. Martin. That shot, no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Pass to Jones. Poke loose. Collins outside. Back to Jones. Here's Sohan. Over Butler. Yurt Sevens checked in for Miami. Oladipo comes in for Lowry. The Heat have gotten 8 of 16 attempted shots to go here in the fourth. Here's Butler. Cashes in the 12-footer.
They're really working the paint now.
San Antonio has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Knocked away. Here's Primo. He's guarded by Oladipo. Pass to Wesley. Here's Primo. Here's Bates Diop. Here's Collins. That one a little long.
Ooh, might rush that one a little bit. Pretty clean look inside.
Here's MP. And Collins with the big block. Back come the Spurs in transition. Shoots from 12. Bates Diop can't get it to go. And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 17-5 run. Now MP. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Here's Primo. And the NBA last season introducing a 100-camera system that allows for a video game-like presentation with virtual angles. It's pretty cool. Video games used to chase the league. Now the league's kind of chasing the video games.
Yeah, well, this is where the future is heading. It is so cool to see all the different angles that you can now see a basketball game from. That's what makes it fun. That's what makes it exciting. And the NBA, they're doing the right thing.
And I know scouting departments are using them as evaluation tools as well.
Oh, they're always going to figure out a way to scout more and to evaluate more because it helps them when they're negotiating players' contracts.
Bates Diop can't get it to go. Heat shooting 55% since the start of the fourth.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Heat.
Check out their assist numbers.
They didn't get stuck in isolation. They got the ball to the guys who had the best matchups.
And they increased their win total to 29.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Bam Adebayo.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. And your 7 gets it to go.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Here's Primo. Pass to Jang. From 17, it's deflected. And they're running. Here's Butler. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Fearless play from Butler. Defenses should know he's going to try and draw a foul while shooting.
And the Heat making a change here. Butler hits them both. There's 31 seconds left to play in the fourth. Over to the wing. Here's Primo. Pass to Wesley. Oh, trying his luck from deep. It's rebounded by Yurtseven. MP left side. Going inside. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
So it's the Heat winning this one easily. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Brian Anderson saying thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Boy, tough game. How did you guys manage to get this win tonight?
You know, it always comes back to defense. You know, in the second half, we got defensive stops. We got
Will it be Nichols? It's easy. With the long-range bomb that soared from the floor.
Oh my God, bro.
Brett, there's no doubt your athleticism was one of the key weapons you possessed. We're going to see plenty of that here tonight on display.
Well, that's kind of you first, Kevin, but secondarily, the guys out here have a chance when there's any open space to make something extremely exciting happen. So let's move up a little bit and sit on the edge of our seats, should we?
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. DeRozan and Williams are the forwards. Ball and Levine are the guard set. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. A very nice moment for MP. It was announced he was the NBA Player of the Week.
And hard to argue with that choice given the numbers MP put up. He was a man on a mission all week long.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic. Catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
So it's Miami now. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Well, Bam Adebayo so efficient right there. He picks a smart shot that fits his skill set.
Outside, Levine. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here's DeRozan, and that comes off the assist by Levine.
Well, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Now, here's MP. He had 27 points last game. Adebayo goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And maybe that's why he's nicknamed Bam. Taking contact, bam, bam.
Chicago with the ball. To the middle. Here's Williams. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
MP, no good. For Chicago, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And it's DeRozan missing. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. MP passes to Lowry. Rebound by Williams. Most losing teams, Greg, are looking to rebuild, look to the future, but not in Chicago.
Yeah, their idea to turn it around was to get all-stars. Trading for Vooch in 21 during a losing season, then signing DeMar as a free agent. That's a refreshing approach.
Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
Smart play by Jimmy Butler. Spots the open man. Tack up an assist.
Outside ball. Levine against MP. And DeRozan kicks to Vucevic. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ball. Rebound by Kyle Lowry. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for Miami. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, and that one, their rebounding was the difference. Big disparity between the two teams.
Yeah, I'm not sure if their last game was a basketball game or a wrestling match, the way they went about it. Just so physical and dominated there.
Vucevic with the block.
Well-timed by Vucevic. Not a center who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spot.
The Heat with the lead. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. MP passes to Adebayo. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Adebayo's got 8 points.
How about he has yet to miss? 4-4 to start.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And with Bam Adebayo, I mean, we all know how skilled he is as a scorer and how athletic he is as well. But what about his passing?
Well, as much as I want to compliment Bam and his abilities to do that, I have to give some credence here to the coaching staff leaning into that ability that Bam has. They trust that he's going to make good decisions in the half court, and that has opened up a lot of things for them offensively.
And here is Butler after the three-pointer from Zach LaVine. Butler dishes to MP. To the inside. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist by MP. MP's got 3 assists now in this one. Bulls trail by 3. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to talk. Said priority number 1 is to not let these guys get going from the perimeter. Do not let them start getting open threes. It's a recipe for disaster. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that three-point shot.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Ball kicks to DeRozan. Pass to Levine. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. High post shot. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. 5 points in the game.
And now the consistency with that jumper. Levine has little trouble from mid-range. He'll take those shots when he gets them.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there, vertical, good hands, and a big throwdown.
Outside DeRozan. Back to Levine. Pass the ball. He kicks to Levine. The pass to Vucevic. Offline with his 3. The Heat leading by 5. Passes it to Lamb. The dish to Butler. It's stolen by DeRozan. Shot from 16. Offensive rebound. Here's Levine. Good work defensively by Lowry.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Butler passes to Adebayo. Over ball. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Probably not the shot. That was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Here's DeRozan. That one wide left.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Oh, and the jam by Butler.
A good body control and great strength from Jimmy Butler, able to finish at the rim.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. You know, Brent, when we talk about destination franchises, Miami has got to be in the conversation for being number one. Agree?
Well, Kevin, if it was December and I invited you to, let's say, South Beach for a dinner, would you come?
Are you kidding me? Of course.
Absolutely, you would. But beyond the weather, it's the culture there in Miami, and certainly it keeps attracting top-tier free agents. LeBron James, Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry. There's more to come.
And the Heat with some changes. Max Strus comes in for Caleb Martin. And it's Tyler Hero in for Kyle Lowry. And then for Chicago, Alex Caruso. Comes in for Zach LaVine, and it's Dosunmu in for Lonzo Ball. Now, here's Dosunmu. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. To the paint, here's Caruso, and the shot is good.
And we've witnessed DeRozan improve big time as a playmaker. His court awareness is really at an elite level.
Here's MP. And he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Now, here's Dosunmu. Outside Williams. DeRozan passes to Caruso. And the three off target.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
MP dishes to Butler. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 6 assists here tonight.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Dosunmu, the pass to Williams. Adebayo against Vucevic. On the wing, Williams. 4 on the shot clock. From 13, it's hauled in by the Heat. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
Dosunmu, the pass to Williams. Pass to Vucevic. Over in the corner, Caruso. Back to Vucevic. Fires from 18. The shot missing. And Miami the other way now. MP passes to Adebayo.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Here's Dosunmu. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Butler, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And Miami making a change here. Dedmon's checked in, and Chicago also making a switch. Kobe White, he's checked in for Williams. Now, here's Dosunmu. Caruso, the pass to Vucevic. It's Dedmon with the rebound.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Strus passes to Lamb. Drives to the hoop. Rebound by the Bulls.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebounding.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Now here's Dosunmu. Pass to Caruso. Outside White. Back to Caruso. Now here's Dosunmu. Not a lot of room. Takes it inside. Over MP. And it's off the back rim. No good. Miami leading by 16. He dishes it to Dedmon. Back to MP. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Here's Caruso after the made shot from Lamb. Outside White. Here's Dosunmu. Good on the three-point shot. Dosunmu's got his second bucket of the night.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Here's Dedmon. Vucevic with the rebound. Bulls trail by 15. Here's White. It's hauled in by Hero. And a wide open look for MP. Misses the three. Inside, here's DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan.
And guys, he's been a pro for a long time. DeRozan still with the hops to flush. And boy, does he get up quick.
And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's almost...
Guys, Bam Adebayo getting it done for Miami. They kept going to him again and again. And he... Miami going with a whole new group out there. Chicago also making some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Vucevic. Alex Caruso comes in for Ball. And it's Dosunmu in for Goran Dragic. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Dosunmu, DeRozan out there with Williams, and it's Alex Caruso. And it's Levine in at the 3 slot.
That's a terrific pass right there by Jimmy Butler. Just wants to win.
For Miami, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, MP in the last matchup against San Antonio played some superb basketball. He added 27 points, but it was his season high in rebounds that really stood out. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Here's Levine. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Kevin, what's so impressive to me about Levine? It's the all-around play. He affects the game across the board.
And Levine's efficient as well.
And good shooting numbers, no doubt. Last year, he cut back on the turnovers. And, boy, he's still young. There's still tons of upside to be had. I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
Yeah, and even up big, still playing the right way, keeping that aggressive nature and attacking the rim.
Out to DeRozan, 18 feet out. Rebound by the Heat. Lowry's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Kobe White, he's checked in for Levine. Caruso against MP. And there's the pass to Dosunmu. Here's DeRozan. Lets it go with the three. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Butler. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Butler's got 13 points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his third foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
MP with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. MP, no good. The Bulls shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. Pass to Williams. Now here's Dosunmu. Pass to White. The tray. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. White's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. MP kicks to Adebayo. Double team on Adebayo. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's DeRozan, and hits one. Maybe he's ready to get back on track. DeRozan's got his third basket of the night right there.
And just so hard to stop DeRozan from making his way inside and generating points.
And the first time out of the game called for the Heat. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
Switch.
MP left side. And MP throws it down.
Well, that's some veteran savvy from Lowry. Just floor awareness and finds the open teammate.
Here's Caruso. Williams looking around. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And here is Dosunmu. 5 points in the game. White the pass to Caruso. Out to White. 5 on the clock. Puts it up. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. MP dishes to Lowry. It's deflected. DeRozan against Adebayo. Shoots from 12. DeRozan's shot is off.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
Yep, that one goes in there. Adebayo's got 22.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
Adebayo. And no good that time. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Dosunmu, the pass to DeRozan. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, Greg, some guys are late bloomers, but DeRozan, he was just the opposite.
Yeah, reports are he had handles at age 3. First dunk came in the 6th grade. 5-star high school prospect, and in a strange way, he's still an underrated superstar.
And the Heat making a change here. Heroes checked in. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And Hero, one of those guys who just rely on coming in and giving you that offensive pop. He does a lot of things for his team on that end of the floor.
Up top, DeRozan. Great D that time from Adebayo. And so it's the Miami Heat with an 8. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Bam Adebayo in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
MP is out there with Lowry. Then there's Caleb Martin. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Butler in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
And what makes Chicago tricky to defend, Kevin, they just have such a balanced attack. They can score in the paint from mid-range or hurt you from deep.
And that one drops for him. MP's got 17 now.
I mean, all those years of repetition for Kyle Lowry just sees the floor so well.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And it's plays like that, Kevin, that show you why they are so far ahead. Didn't settle for anything outside and went right to the rim.
Hits the three-point bomb. You know, as the Bulls have become a more veteran team, Greg, it feels like they've settled into what they do well.
And you need a strong identity to be successful in this league. Chicago is building towards that, but it does take time. Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Here's Levine. It's good. 12 points for him.
Easy to be in awe of Levine. Exceptional with the basketball and has some tricks up his sleeve.
MP passes to Adebayo. And there it is for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And last season, Bam Adebayo said it was disrespectful that he wasn't named a finalist for Defensive Player of the Year. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, no arguing here. He's definitely an elite defender. Second team all defense 3 years running. Great toughness and versatility.
And Vucevic kicks to Levine. Williams trying to break free. Oh, and he misses the dunk. The Heat leading by 18. MP passes to Adebayo. Back to MP. Bucket is good. MP's got 4 points this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Outside, Levine. Pass to DeRozan. Right side, Williams. Outside, Ball. Outside, DeRozan. From deep. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
The Heat shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. And the free throw, no good.
Boy, a fierce competitor. Jimmy Butler puts his heart and soul into the game.
There are not a lot of opponents or players in this league that are going to outwork Jimmy Butler, and he does. He impacts the game in so many ways, and he's all about winning. The three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
3-on-3. DeRozan with it. Butler covering. DeRozan. That's good. DeRozan's got 15 points.
And guys, I just love watching DeRozan work in the open floor. So good at leaking out and converting.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Down low. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And the media is able to vote on awards like all rookie. But, Greg, those awards Awards can end up determining a player's max salary. And he can... All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Miami.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Adebayo on the inside knows he has to go up hard. He's going to get hit, and he forces the D to do it that time.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight. Free throw good, Adebayo. And Adebayo drops them both. Bulls trail by 20. Outside, White. Back to Caruso. To the paint. Here's Dosunmu. Tries again. And he banks in the layup. He has 7.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
MP with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. Hero passes to Adebayo. To the middle. Here's Lamb. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Adebayo's got 4 assists in the game.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Good ball movement here by the Bulls. DeRozan's shot is good.
And you want to talk about high volume scores. Just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
Strus passes to Butler. Kicks it out to Hero. To the inside. Here's Lamb. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
Outside, White. Wants to get it to DeRozan and does. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
How about the athleticism from DeRozan? Taking off and then bringing the alley-oop thundering down.
Here's Adebayo. He's got 29 points. Lays it up off the glass. Adebayo's got 9 points here in the second half.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Inside. Dosunmu's shot's good.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
The drive by MP. Butler trying to get open is Adebayo. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by MP.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
And DeRozan kicks to White. Shoots over Hero. Off the left rim and out.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
It's good. And that's now 25 points for MP.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And DeRozan kicks to Caruso. The pass to Vucevic. And here is Dosunmu. Vucevic trying to get open. Dosunmu's shot is off.
Oh, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Tries from 7. And another assist for him. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Passes it to Caruso. Vucevic with it, kicks it to White. And they call an illegal screen here.
beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
DeRozan's shot is good.
So dangerous off the bounce. DeRozan with the top-notch pull-up game.
The drive by MP. Chalk up 2 there. MP's got 27 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's DeRozan. It's hauled in by the Heat.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And there's another one for the Heat.
And the defense knows that Hero can get that jumper working from just about anywhere.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Miami. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Derek Jones. Kobe White is out there with Dragic. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Bradley in at the 5 down low. I'm glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time. Dragic the pass to DeRozan. It's White on the wing. Tries from 16. That one goes in.
The IQ of White, reading those pick and rolls and just taking what the D gives him.
Oladipo outside. Brent, with the way shooting has evolved, do you think they might move the 3-point line further out at some point?
I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon, but I have heard some great ideas, and who knows?
And it's Dragic with the ball for the Bulls. 4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. It's White on the wing. And it's Miami with the rebound.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And the basket is good.
Oladipo so strong and scoring, even with the D kind of knocking him around a bit on that play.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Dragic dishes to Bradley. Jones kicks to Bradley. White against MP. Dragic with a wide open look. The 3-pointer off the mark. The Heat have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Lamb. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And that's 31 points for MP.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Outside, White. Dragic the pass to Bradley. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Clearly a foul.
The NBA announced its 75th anniversary team last year, Brent, with a lot of fanfare attached. MP passes to Dedmon, and he makes good on the layup.
Used to shooting through contact. I think every big man gets that kind of treatment. Dedmon, nice finish.
Ball, the bounce pass. Levine finds ball. Oladipo against DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down.
And with his hard-charging style, DeRozan gets himself to the line quite a bit, and it helps that he can finish through contact.
Well, the defense has failed to cut off any of these driving lanes, which is why they're resorting to fouling him. and he's hurting them from the charity stripe.
Back to MP. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Down low. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Bulls have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Pass to DeRozan. Five to shoot. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. The shot by Williams, no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's Vincent, guarded by Levine. Dedmon trying to break free. Vincent misses.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Top of the key ball. And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoffs?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoff. Something to think about.
MP passes to Dedmon. Good ball movement here by the Heat. On its way from Oladipo for 2. No good on the shot. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
DeRozan against MP. And it's Ball in the corner. Takes the 3. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got 4 assists in the game. MP with it. Driving to the basket.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Pass to Williams. Now here's Vucevic. He's defended by Yurtseven. Ball from long range. The shot, no good. Now the Heat take it the other way.
Wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet. That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
And it's good for 2.
Yeah, and with improving court awareness, Levine continues to tap into his limitless potential when making plays.
Here's Vincent. Back to MP. And the dunk by MP.
This whole second half, he's been unbelievable scoring the basketball. The defense has had literally no effect.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. And a couple years ago, the NBA played with the 72-game schedule. I think the NBA will ever shorten the number of games long-term and go back to that number?
I don't know, Kevin, but this idea of the mid-season tournament seems to be gaining more and more traction, and there's a lot more interest in what it would do to the competitiveness of the middle part of the season. And I think we're all for something like that, where something's on the line and we see guys elevated in that element.
Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to MP. Back to Dedmon. And again, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
And the pass to Dosunmu. Outside Bradley. Passes to Terry. Some solid defense from Robinson. Miami's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And Oladipo kicks to MP. To the inside. Jovic kept alive. Good D by Jones. And it's Jones with the ball for the Bulls. Rebound by the Heat. Dedmon's got 11 rebounds in the game. On the wing, MP. He's guarded by Dragic. MP passes to Dedmon. Drops the inside leaner. Dedmon's got 9 points in the quarter. Chicago's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. To the middle. Here's Dragic. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Heat shooting and offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. To the paint. The kick out to Oladipo. MP looking around. Jovic, and another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
To the middle. Here's Dragic. Bradley trying to break free. No good from Dragic. The Heat shooting 55% in the fourth. They are executing late. Jovic defended by Jones, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. With social media and the cult celebrity, a lot of pitfalls for players. Brent, is the NBA doing a good job preparing them to face those very public challenges?
That's a really good question, Kevin. And I think what's interesting is to study players who've been in the NBA for a while that are embracing social media versus what you're seeing with younger players who have grown up with social media and how they handle that dynamic coming in. And I think, quite frankly, the younger players are a lot better at doing it than some of the older players.
Alex Caruso, he's checked in for the Bulls.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Miami.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way, too. 2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Dragic against MP. Dishes to Dedmon. Outside Robinson. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Oladipo finds MP. To the inside. Shot clock at 3.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Pass to Caruso. MP against Dragic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, opposing coaches telling their defenders be more physical with Dragic. That time he took advantage and doesn't mind getting knocked around a bit in there.
Kicks it out to MP. Buries it from 3-point range.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.
This could be time to award the perfect right play, right time submission from DJ. Clutch like a fox.
You know, Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. The guard set will be Halliburton and Duarte. Then there's Buddy Hield. Then it's Turner. And it's Brissett in at the 4 spot.
This is how Adebayo typically gets his points, off the roll, off the lob, or off the glass.
Here's Brissett. Pass Duarte. Just 5 to shoot. The offensive rebound, Turner. Bank shot, no good. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Miami. Lowry kicks to MP. Down low. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist by MP. Adebayo's got his second bucket tonight. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Turner passes to Halliburton. Back to Turner. Shot clock at 6. Rebound by the Heat.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And here's Halliburton. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Outside Turner. Butler against Hield. Halliburton on the wing. Over Adebayo. That one a little long. Heat have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. MP, no good. Pacers have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Halliburton with it. Now defended by Adebayo.
And guys, a bit of a surprise with the change of scenery for Halliburton.
Oh, I'd say so, Craig, because this guy was the number 12 pick just a year before, had an outstanding start to his career his first year in Sacramento. I don't think there's any doubt this guy will continue to shine in a new uniform.
Greg, looking back at the 2021 draft, I'm still shocked Tyrese Halliburton fell to 12th. My goodness.
What a steal Halliburton has been. He broke his wrist in college, and that scared some teams away, but boy, Tyrese has been awesome in the NBA.
Now Halliburton, following the miss by Kyle Lowry from deep. Healed against MP. Shot on the wing. No good off the front iron.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And again, it's the Heat missing. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for Indiana. Outside Turner. No good on the triple. The Heat leading by 5. Lowry finds Butler. Heat moving the ball around. Now here's MP. Guarded closer. At the elbow, Martin. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Here's Duarte. He can't get that one. Good defense by MP. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Butler. Here's Adebayo. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Healed outside. Back to Halliburton. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now, here's MP. Turned in an outstanding game against Chicago. Inside. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Rick Carlisle. He knows they've struggled against this team this year, 0-2 so far this season. He said they are so hard to defend. They have so many guys who can flat out score. In transition and half court, doesn't matter. So individually and collectively, we have to embrace the challenge and force them into an off night. We'll see if they can make all that happen tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Yeah, they're trying to devise a way to contain some big-time weapons.
Hey, guys, it has got to be a collective effort. Really important that they have the trust, and helping one another will be key.
And I think it's going to be hard, obviously, because this is an opponent that can really space you out as well as get to the rim. So you've got to be sound and disciplined.
MP passes to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Duarte. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Three-pointer, Hield. Kept alive by Indiana. Brissett passes to Hield. Out left to the wing. Here's Duarte. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. MP outside. Pass to Martin. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Miles Turner. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Heat?
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Jackson, he's checked in for Turner. Halliburton passes to Duarte. To the middle. To the inside. Takes the 13-footer, and he knocks down the jumper. And here are the Heat now. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Certainly something to keep an eye on. We'll see how the rotations go this time out. Every night it seems to be different.
And Doris, these Pacers, the first full season after the big trade that came last year.
Kevin, I think they felt like they had to do something to shake things up. A big drop-off in production over the last 2 years. That was after an extended run of playoff appearances. So what you hope is a guy as young as Tyrese Halliburton, with the skill set he has, can have an immediate impact and start to raise your trajectory.
Here's Butler. The Pacers making the shot. Trying to get open is Adebayo. And that one's good by Butler. And the Heat lead by 8.
Great focus from Jimmy Butler right there. He understands contact is part of the game. He's almost inviting you to hit him.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And continuing to press their advantage. They're not taking their foot off the gas.
Here's Duarte. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against one mate. MP dishes to Lowry. Butler kicks to MP. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Halliburton against Butler. Here's Brissett. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Halliburton's vision and then the ability to thread the needle there makes the defense pay.
And the first time out of the game called for the Heat. One thing that can be entertaining at this point of every season is how unexpected rivalries, Greg, So it's Miami now. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And in that one, the offensive execution made the difference. They found and exploited the mismatch repeatedly.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
The wing set for him, Hero and Butler. Caleb Martin out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Lamb in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's in there. Butler's got 6.
One way to make the defense second-guess itself, score from the painted area. Jimmy Butler does exactly that.
Healed outside. Back to Halliburton. Here's Mathurin. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Turner inside. He's guarded by Adebayo. There's the pass to Brissett. Clock at 4. From deep three-point range. And they get it back. Passes it to Mathurin. Halliburton against MP. Goes back up.
Their coaching staff wants Adebayo to be an impact defender, and they've got to be happy with his D on that possession. Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Adebayo with the bucket.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Halliburton passes to Hield. Pass to Turner. Hield outside. And the foul on Miles Turner. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Heat leading by 5. Now Butler. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
If you want to check Jimmy Butler, you better be ready to compete. This guy is always playing hard.
The Pacers making a change here. Tice is checked in.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Halliburton kicks to Hield. Halliburton against MP. Releases. That doesn't go either for Halliburton. For Miami, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Lamb, the rebound by Halliburton. Pacers trail by 7. Hield outside. Halliburton against Hero. Almost, but it rolls out.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Halliburton against MP. To the paint. Here's Martin, and finished off by Martin.
The V's just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I'll tell you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Back to Halliburton. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Pass to Mathurin. Back to Halliburton. Hield against Butler. The pass to Mathurin. Drains it from beyond the arc. Mathurin's got 11.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
MP finds Martin. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Here's Mathurin. He's got 11. Hield outside. And again, it's the Pacers. deep.
Any opportunity from three is what Buddy Hield is looking for. Great delivery there.
Now a timeout called by Miami. When you think of half-court offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Bulls delivered a big performance. He picked up 39 points and seemed to pick apart the defense all night with a ton of assists. The stat line was filled, and the whole league was talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Epic goes in, and the Miami lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Halliburton.
That play was about great positioning for Tyrese Halliburton, able to get to the glass and send it in.
Right side, Martin. Hero kicks to MP. Down low. And there's Martin. That's good on the assist by MP. MP's got his 8th assist in the game. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Indiana Pacers. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
That's just a savvy move to draw the foul. And despite that young age, Halliburton like a seasoned veteran right there.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Indiana trailing here on the court for Indiana. The guard set will be Halliburton and Duarte. And there's Jackson. Then there's Buddy Hield. And it's Brissett in at the 4. Hield, the pass Duarte. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Heat shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Inside, Lamb. The Pacers pull it in. Hield from outside. It's good from long range. Hield's got the lead up to 1 now for the Pacers.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Halliburton passes Duarte. Hield with it. Defended by Butler. Butler against Hield. Just 5 on the clock. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Kicks it out to MP. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. MP's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, the consistency with which Kyle Lowry involves his teammates is really a sight to behold. This guy's such a good passer.
Here's Brissett, covered by Martin. Passes it to Duarte. Lets it go from 14. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Lowry dishes to Butler. MP with it. 14 points for him. Adebayo high post. And he drops it in from the low post. And it's a 4-point Heat lead.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Halliburton passes Duarte. Up top, Hield. He's feeling it. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Yeah, Buddy Hield right now firing without hesitation. Things really opening up for him on the offensive end.
And the Heat call time here. Miles Turner, he's checked in for the Pacers. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
You know, most NBA first-round picks are one-and-done guys. But Chris Duarte took a different path starting his collegiate career in junior college.
Halliburton outside. Pass Duarte. Pass to Brissett. 5 to shoot. Looking to end his cold spell. The shot no good by Duarte. And Greg, when Chris Duarte got drafted in 2021, he was 24 years old.
How about that, Kevin? The oldest first-round pick in almost 20 years. Duarte showed maturity during his first year. Great defense. Not someone you have to spend a ton of time developing.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
Outside Turner to the left side wing. They find Jay on the way, and there are the Pacers with another bucket. Miami leading by 3. Outside Butler. Left side Martin. To the paint. Here's Lamb. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Heat.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
Hield outside. Halliburton passes to Turner. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Adebayo. And a wide open look for MP. Releases from the wing and drills it. MP's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Some nice passing here by Indiana. Up top, Hield. Defended by Butler. They get a hand on it. And block the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. The drive by MP. Now, here's Halliburton. He's got 9. Now the pass to Brissett. Feeds to Hield. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And that's now 20 points for Buddy Hield. Lowry against Halliburton. Lowry kicks to MP. Martin trying to free himself up. And MP with the basket on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 4 assists now tonight. Pacers trail by 8. And here's Halliburton. Here's Duarte. Halliburton outside. Pocket 6 over Lowry. No good off the back of the rim.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
And there's the bucket from MP.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Passes Duarte. Back to Halliburton. Hield outside. Pass Duarte from deep. It's rebounded by Kyle Lowry.
I know he wants to answer the 3 that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
MP deciding where to go with it. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one is on Hield.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Max Strus comes in for Caleb Martin. And it's Tyler Hero in for Kyle Lowry. And Turner kicks to McConnell. To end the run. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Heat. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. MP passes to Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And the Pacers call time here. Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all the
Here's Mathurin, defended by Strus. Here's Halliburton. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, you love when guards are unafraid to get to the painted area and finish. Go ahead, Tyrese.
MP passes to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Pass to Turner. The shot misses. And it's Miami the other way. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. And that'll be the 3rd of the 4th straight at home. Here's Adebayo. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the 3rd. Here's McConnell. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 16th rebound on the night. And here's MP for 3. And it's McConnell with the rebound. McConnell's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the inside. It's stolen by Adebayo. And here we go. MP heading to the hoop. And the dunk by MP.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
MP against McConnell. Tipped away.
And you could see he knew exactly where that long rebound was coming off, able to get there quickly and snatch it up.
Dedmon finds Hero. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
46 seconds left in the third quarter. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got his 4th assist in this one. MP against McConnell. MP kicks to Adebayo. Count the basket. Adebayo's got 11 in the second half.
And inside is where Bam is at his best. He knows how to outwork the other guys in the paint.
Here's Halliburton. And the foul on Miles Turner. That's his 5th foul. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Miami. Halliburton against Hero. To the middle, here's Lamb, and the dunk by MP.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
And so it's Miami, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. They've got Oladipo. MP is out there with Vincent. Then it's Yurtseven. And it's Jovic in at the 4. Tips it up. The rebound by Batadze. And Indiana shooting the ball at 42%. Nesmith. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Heat shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. The drive by MP. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
For a while, the East was all LeBron. And the West? Well, Doris, as we know, the West was dominated by Golden State. But now, does the league, do you feel more wide open?
Well, certainly when you look at last season, I thought there were 4 teams in the East that absolutely had a shot to make the finals. Contingent on health. Obviously, Milwaukee, without Chris Middleton, struggled to get over the finish line. In the West, you had 3 teams who I thought legitimately could advance. So certainly the gap between playoff teams feels smaller.
Indiana's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. The pass to Nesmith. Here's Nembhard, covered by MP. Taylor taking his time here. Clock is at 3. Pass to Nesmith. A second chance effort. Off target with the jump hook. Heat have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Down low. And MP throws it down.
That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
The Pacers have gotten off to a rough start in the 4th quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Pass to Nesmith. Here's Nembhard. Indiana moving the ball around. Oladipo against Taylor. Here's Neesmith. The three-pointer, no good.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Bitadze. And here is Neesmith. Here's Nembhard, covered by MP. From deep. They get it back. And he stays with it.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
MP passes to Jovic. And the officials call a traveling violation. We know the NBA is exploring alternate broadcasts for selected games, allowing users to pick their commentators. Doris, should you and I be nervous?
Kevin, I'm always nervous, and you will always be the A-team. Come on, my man. The fans know they need to listen to Kevin Harlan.
You are, Doris, way too kind. Coming from you, a Hall of Famer, you kidding me? I'll work with you any day, and I'll do the analyst, and you can do the play-by-play. How does that sound?
Kevin, love it.
Stolen by Yurtseven. Inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Free throw good, MP.
He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Jacks up a three. The Heat rebound. They shoot again. That shot off the mark. And for the Pacers, their shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Here's the floater. Second shot opportunity. Shot by Taylor, no good. Heat on offense. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. To the inside. Kicks it out to MP. The three. The shot off that time. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Here's Mathurin. Banked in off the glass.
And inside, Mathurin makes great use of his agility, developing some instincts for how to get around in traffic.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And I just love his competitiveness he's showing there. Team might be down, but a drive like that could spark them.
The first one falls. And we've seen not only some new trophies introduced, but Greg, some of the existing ones have been updated. You okay with that?
Oh, I am. In particular, a nice touch to have the previous winners etched into the base of the Larry O'Brien trophy. That's a great way to connect with the history of the game.
Into the lane. Nembhard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
So he gets them both. Here's MP. Kicks to Oladipo. Back to MP. And again, it's the Heat missing.
He needs to drive to the rim. The shot just not going.
And it's Mathurin missing. Heat shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Here's Lamb. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Here's Nembhard. Drops in the layup for 2. Nembhard's got 6 points in the quarter.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Now, here's MP. He's guarded closely. The pass to Dedmon. It's Oladipo on the wing. Poked away. Mathurin, good.
Oh, the size and quickness of Mathurin is a deadly combination.
Now, here's MP. Defense is right there. Here's Dedmon. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Dedmon's got his first basket of the night. Pacers shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Outside, Taylor. Here's Mathurin. Passes it to Bitadze. Outside, Taylor. Mathurin passes to Nembhard. Puts up a three, and he's good on the three ball. Nembhard's got 9 points here in the second half.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
MP kicks to Oladipo. And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent, players you draft and develop or sign and develop, seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here of late.
Here's Mathurin. And it's Miami with the rebound. Dedmon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. MP with the bounce pass. Vincent the pass to Lamb. And it's Miami with another.
This guy has been unstoppable. It has not mattered at all what the defense throws at him. He's had an answer.
Pass to Mathurin. To the paint. Here's Bitadze. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
And he makes the first. And Indiana making a change here. Nesmith has checked in. And so he hits both. Here's Nembhard. Outside, Taylor. Pass to Nesmith. Indiana moving the ball around. Now, here's Tice. Outside, Taylor. 6 on the shot clock. A nice shot by Nesmith.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
MP outside. The pass to Yurtsevin. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Nembhard, the pass to Taylor. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And we all know that injuries are a part of the game, Doris, but it seems like for taller players, bigger players, there can be an additional challenge. Why is that?
Well, think about it, Kevin. If you're a 7-footer who maybe goes between 250 and 280 pounds, playing an 82-game grind with so little time for rest and for healing, the modern game with all the movement that's required, that is particularly challenging for any big man of that size.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Pass to Taylor. The 3. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Heat shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. And the layup's good off the glass. Jovic has got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Knocks it loose. Now, here's Neesmith. He's defended by Yurtsevin. MP outside. Going inside, and he converts the layup. MP's got 46 points.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Heat.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Here's Neesmith. And that one is stuffed right through.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
MP passes to Jovic. Takes the 13-footer, uses the glass to drop it in.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. The shot by Nembhard, no good.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
MP passes to Jovic. Back to MP. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Help us award 100,000 VC right now. Pick your top play of Season 3 and send in your...
Well, Clark, as the season marches on, some teams have really distinguished themselves. How hard is it to hold on to top rankings with so much season remaining?
Well, we know it's not easy, B.A. It's much easier to chase the top than to stay on the top. So it takes a lot of focus, a lot of determination, a lot of togetherness to continue to stay at the top. But those top teams typically find a way to make it happen.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Naz Reid out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Edwards. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Boy, you get everything you want from a young star in Anthony Edwards. I mean, excellent all-out energy in every minute he's on the floor. Plays hard and with great intensity, and he's got a commitment to working hard in practice. That is a really good combination for one of your franchise players.
Well, practice certainly has paid off when you look at Anthony Edwards' stat line, Clark.
Yeah, improvement across the board, B.A., and that doesn't just happen by accident or osmosis. You got to put the work in. In almost every category, his game is only getting stronger and better. The future, extremely bright for this young man, especially if he can keep that arrow green and going forward.
It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Prince. And it's off from three-point range. MP against Edwards. Pass to Adebayo. They grab their own miss. And the ball out of play. The Timberwolves will have it. Here's Russell. His last outing, we saw him score 22. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Caleb Martin. That's foul number 2 for him. The Heat making a switch here. Strus has checked in. And that one drops.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
And that was the mobile one drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. He'll take possessions like that one all day.
MP, that one's good.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Prince. MP against Edwards. All alone. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
And, you know, we need to keep seeing this from Edwards. It's encouraging to see him sink the mid-range J there.
Now MP, guarded by Edwards. MP against Edwards. Now here's Butler. He's closely guarded. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper.
Butler gives you a little bit of everything, and that includes points from the mid-range.
Pass to Prince. Back to Russell. Towns down low. Butler covering. They get it again. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Towns. Edwards has got 7.
Boy, in sync with his teammate on that possession. Well done by Towns on that pass.
Now MP. 4-3. Towns with a rebound. The floater. Edwards can't hit. Miami has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. MP, the pass to Lowry. Strus with it. Now Adebayo. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Clock at 6. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Reed passes to Edwards. Here's Prince over MP. No good, a bit long that time. Pass to Butler. And it's Butler who slams it down.
Nasty. I'm talking filthy. Butler punching it and getting his teammates on the bench amped up.
Now Towns fires the three. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Butler against Towns. Pass to Lowry. And here's Adebayo. MP, the pass to Adebayo. MP with it. To the paint. Another shot. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And a trend they'd love to continue. Continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Now here's Russell. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Lets it fly. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now. Down low. MP finds Lowry. Back to MP. Outside for Butler. Over Edwards. Butler can't get it to go.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points. And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Here's Lowry, following the score by Minnesota, and finished off by Adebayo.
And look how explosive Bam can be. Defenses can't do anything to stop him on the alley-oop.
Pass to Prince. Russell against Lowry. Outside Edwards. Now Towns. Adebayo grabs the board.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Hero, he's checked in for Lowry. Russell against MP. Here's Prince. Here's Towns. Another miss by Minnesota. MP outside. Butler. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Butler's got 6.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Edwards. What a tremendous game he played against Boston. And that one hits the back iron.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
MP, the pass to Adebayo, and they take the lead. He has 6.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Outside Russell. Back to Edwards. Over to the left wing. Towns finds Russell. Beyond the arc. Miami grabs the miss. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
What about their offense? It was a well-oiled machine, getting them high-quality looks time and time again.
Well, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
All right, guys. The Heat with the lead. Strus and Butler out on the perimeter. Caleb Martin out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's MP in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Now here's Butler. And MP with a basket on the assist by Butler.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Going all in. That was the 2K drive. Well worth a second look.
Yeah, nice finish from him on that drive. Uses his body well and helps extend the lead.
Edwards against Strus. Just 4 to shoot. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best. Ever do it, and he believes he can.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
And so it's Minnesota with it, following the bucket by the Heat. Pass to Prince. Inside. Here's Russell. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, I think the more Russell looks to score from there, guys, the more dangerous he becomes.
Here's MP. Oh, and Reed with a block. Here's Prince. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Now here's Russell. Left side Anderson. Back to Russell. The three is up. Counted from distance.
And, you know, this has become a real weapon for Russell now, and it's because he's worked hard on this shot.
And here's MP. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 5 assists in the game. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Edwards. Here's Prince. Butler covering. Six to shoot. Pass to Russell. Elbow shot on the way. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. MP with it. Russell covering. MP, the pass to Butler. Yep, that one's good. And now it's a 6-point Heat lead.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Pacers was simply terrific. He picked up 49 points, and it was his highest point total of the season. An astounding game for him, putting up numbers we might be talking about for the rest of his career. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
And confidence is such a critical component. How much does it help to have a head coach who really believes in you as a player, Clark?
BA, I think it does add, and it adds to your own confidence level and it infuses you. But self-talk is the most important talk. But when it's supported by your coach, I think now you've got the best of all worlds when it comes to confidence.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Big-time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
Now here's MP. 7 points in the game. Martin finds MP. Here's Strus. Again, the Heat misses. The Timberwolves have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Here's Edwards. And he converts the layup. Edwards got 12 points.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
MP, the pass to Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here's Prince. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Reed. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Reed's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's MP. Consistent production from him, averaging around 27.5 points a game. And finished off by Adebayo.
And just an effective offensive talent. Adebayo plays so hard, and that's really what drives his game.
Here's Reed after the basket by Miami. Pass to Prince. Oh, there's the alley. On the wing, MP, guarded by Russell. Outside Strus. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. Lowry, he's checked in. And that concludes the first half. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. It's been a clinic out there by Bam Adebayo.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Taurean Prince is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Reed in at the 5 down low.
And once Bam gets the ball inside, the bucket is almost guaranteed. He's a serious producer in the paint.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Making an impact. I love the aggression. Playing on that front foot and looking to expand their lead.
Now here's Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And Adebayo slams it in.
The explosiveness off the screen. I mean, Bam's so good at knowing where to roll to after setting picks.
Russell, the pass to Towns. On the mark with the 15-footer. Towns has got 11 points.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Pass to MP. To the paint. Stolen by Russell. Here's Prince. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
You know, Taurean Prince is not the guy you want to send to the foul line.
And so he hits both. Now here's MP. 7 points in the game. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Outside Butler. Back to MP. And MP throws it down.
You know, Jimmy's really a great playmaker from the wing spot, and I think at times Butler can play point forward.
Outside Russell. Back to Edwards. Pass to Reed. Over Adebayo. Can't get it to drop. Now the Heat take it the other way. MP, the pass to Butler. And Adebayo slams it in.
And what I love about Adebayo is he picks smart shots to take. Just an efficient offensive player.
Outside Edwards. Here's Prince. Butler covering. Towns against Martin. Here's Edwards. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Towns has got his 3rd assist of the night. Here's MP. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Russell. Free throw good. MP. And both free throws good for MP.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
And, you know, that's their first miss after knocking down 4 in a row to start the half.
He buries it from 3. Russell's got 10.
He can knock it down from range, convert at the rack, and there you see the pull-up by D'Angelo. Multifaceted as a scorer.
Stolen by Russell. Pass to Edwards. Shoots from 12. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. To the inside. Martin. And he throws it down with one hand.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Butler. Uneasy, 2 on the layup. 14 points for him.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And Minnesota calls time here.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. McLaughlin's checked in. Back to Russell. Pass to Edwards. Here's the 3. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
For Miami, they've gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. MP right side. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul of the game. And here's MP from outside. Rebound Minnesota. They still have time to make this a game.
But they really need to focus in because they let this game get away from them a little bit.
Prince can't hit. And for the Heat, they're shooting an efficient 57% tonight. Butler passes to MP. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got his 4th assist in this one.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, Commissioner Silver's open to change. He said, quote, "We're not beholden to pure tradition. We care a lot about it, but all the factors I think about when we talk about changing the rules, I'm less concerned about that." We should live in the present, be respectful of those records, but also be willing to adjust when it makes sense. BA?
All right, thanks, Alec. And Minnesota has possession, following the bucket by the Heat. Here's McLaughlin. Another miss by Minnesota. The Heat have gotten 8 of 11 shots to go in. Efficient so far in the third. Offensive board. Adebayo. It's good. Adebayo's got 26 points.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And Minnesota calls time here.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
And the Heat making a change here. Strus has checked in. Anderson's checked in for the Timberwolves. Russell against Hero. And Adebayo over to help. Pass to Anderson. Adebayo with a steal. All right, time for an injury report.
Hey guys, Minnesota's head athletic trainer gave me an update. For as serious as that hit to the forearm appeared, it looks like he only suffered a bruise. As we approach and enter the midway point of the season, interesting to see just how this impacts them in the standings.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Here's Prince, following the bucket by the Heat. Clock at 6. Pass to McLaughlin, looking to win the run. Gets the 3 ball to go. McLaughlin's got 7 points.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
And Adebayo, the bucket, on the assist by MP.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Prince. He has 6. Pass to McLaughlin. Over MP. No one near him. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got rebound number 15 here tonight. On the wing, Strus. Anderson covers. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Vincent's checked in for Hero. Forbes is checked in for the Timberwolves. Noel comes in for McLaughlin. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Heat.
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
You know, I love seeing players use the middle of the court. It just opens up your options, and for a guy like Russell, it gives him a lot of freedom offensively.
Here's Noel. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Forbes. Back to Noel from outside the arc. That shot missing. And Miami the other way now. MP, the pass to Strus. Here's Vincent. MP with it. He's got 13. Pass to Martin. The first free throw is good.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Dedmon's checked in for Adebayo. Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
MP with it. Guarded now by Anderson. Yep, count it.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Noel. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. MP against Russell. Over MP. And another basket for Minnesota.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
MP drives in. Here's Dedmon. And there it is for him. Dedmon's got 4 points this quarter.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Now here's Russell. He's got 14.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
1:24 left in the third quarter here. MP, the pass to Martin. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
Now here's MP. He's got 13. Yet another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Pass to Noel. Here's Forbes. Outside Russell. Now here's Anderson. He's guarded by Martin. Fades. Rebound by the Heat. Now MP. Shots blocked.
Well, I tell you what, his teammates love seeing this. So do I. I mean, when Russell was able to block a shot, that's a big bonus.
Strus grabs the miss. MP against Towns. The ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Russell. In transition. Here's Noel. The putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Heat opening up a huge gap. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The duo inside, Butler and Adebayo. Kyle Lowry out there with MP. And it's Strus in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
You know, after connecting on one three-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Here's Noel. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
To their benefit and credit, they've cut down on the miscues here in the second half.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And the Heat making a change here. Heroes checked in. And the Timberwolves with possession here. The Heat making their last shot. And when you're inside an NBA locker room, how important are those vets to guide a team, Clark?
B.A., I can't put a value on the importance of quality vets who demonstrate day in and day out what it means to be a professional, who perform on and off the court in a way commiserate with being a stand-up leader. I mean, they're invaluable. There aren't teams that are successful in the NBA that don't have veterans that lead by example and with their words.
Both free throws good from Lowry.
you can just see and feel the passion behind the play of Kyle Lowry. It's like he's always got something to prove every time he's out there, and that energy is contagious. It spreads to his guys as well.
Here's Noel. Back to Edwards. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Hero, the pass to MP. He drops it from range. MP's got 9 points here in the second half.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Here's Prince. Pass to Russell. Can they get it? Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 16th rebound on the night. MP finds Hero. Over Russell. And there's Hero on the assist by MP.
I just love the ball movement.
For Minnesota, they've gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Here's Prince. Butler covering. Pass to Reed. The three ball. And Hero grabs the board. Hero's got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's MP. Back to Hero. For 3. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the left side wing. MP against Russell. Well, we often see teams make big moves right before the trade deadline. Clark, do you like when a team goes through significant changes mid-season?
Well, it does keep things interesting, but as a general rule, I don't think you can do that consistently. But it does add some life and excitement to what's going on when it does happen. But major roster changes, as a general principle, are typically not going to work in your favor.
Now here's Russell. Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. From the arc. Rebound by the Heat. Butler's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Minnesota's got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Pass to Prince. Outside Russell. Another miss by Russell.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Adebayo passes to Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
And, you know, Butler is just one of those guys who doesn't slow down. He's got great energy every time he's on the court, and he's been unguardable tonight.
Now here's Edwards. First one falls for him. Well, last season, Clark, there were a flurry of moves at the trade deadline. Big in-season moves are common now.
Yeah, you know, BA, GMs are not afraid to make bold trades mid-year, and so much of their jobs ride on how successful their teams are and what kind of players they can acquire. So they're willing to roll the dice in an effort to hit a home run.
Now here's MP. Shot clock at 6. Here's your 7. And he dunks it down.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass tonight. Left side, Edwards. Unloads. Second shot opportunity. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
And that efficiency, because you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Robinson, he's checked in for Miami. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Rivers has checked in for Anthony Edwards. Now here's MP. Oladipo outside. Robinson passes to Oladipo. That's tipped. Here's Rivers. And he banks in the layup.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's MP down low to the inside. And there's Butler. That one's good on the assist by MP.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Pass to Rivers. Here's Moore. Plenty of exciting rookie talent in the 2022 class, including a few breakouts, Clark. What are your thoughts on this class overall?
Well, B.A., I agree with you. I mean, a lot of talent. They're an awful lot of fun to watch. I'm sure you would agree. I mean, a very talented class. What strikes me is how prepared some of these guys were to step in and contribute to winning.
And players weather some verbal abuse from fans on the road. Clark, we've seen some of them say they'll mirror that energy. What do you think about that?
Well, I'll tell you, it's interesting, Brian. Clearly fans have a right to cheer and say things, but they can't be abusive. And just because you buy a ticket doesn't give you a right to treat the players as if they're not human. And we've seen fans cross the line in that regard. That's unacceptable. As a player, your impact is best felt on the court, so you have to control your emotions, but the fans and the venues have a responsibility to make sure that people who have a ticket act as they should for having that ticket, not feeling as though they can do or say anything they want to the player.
Here's Rivers after the basket by Miami. Here's McLaughlin, 6 on the shot clock. Anderson with space. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Forbes is checked in for McLaughlin. That's good from Butler.
You've got to respect how Butler tries to do it all for his squad. I mean, on both ends of the floor, he's always looking to make an impact.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Moore. Robbed. And here's Butler. And here's MP from outside. Drills it from deep. MP's got 24 points.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Here's Moore. Pass to Knight. You look at players migrating to bigger markets. Clark, would a franchise tag help small market teams retain talent?
You know, I don't think it's as simple as that, B.A. Each individual player looks at things a bit differently. I know it's a challenge for small market teams. It always has been. But some guys are comfortable being one-team guys in small markets as long as they feel like that team is pushing towards being the best that it can be and having a chance to compete at the high level.
And Minnesota has possession. The Heat making their last shot. Pass to Moore. And here's Anderson. Butler covering. Oh, they get a hand on it. Butler with a steal. Kicks it out to MP. The three. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got assist number 8 here already in the game. Well, you look at all the turnovers. Boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
Here's Forbes. Pass to Moore. Shot clock at 5. Here's Knight. Got a piece of it.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Robinson passes to Butler. Now here's Oladipo. Yurtseven down low. Now here's MP. 5 to shoot. Pass to Butler. Another possession, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Here's Rivers, covered by MP. A shot to stop the drought. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Robinson. Well, Clark, when you joined the NBA in 1982, there were around 300 players. Nowadays, it's over 500.
Yeah, you know, some would argue that's more opportunities, which is factual, but also others would say it's a little watered down now. But there are more good players. So I think it's basically an expansion of the talent level we see across the world. And the world is where the game is played, and that continues to be demonstrated by the number of international players that continue to make a mark on the NBA. So overall, I think it's a good thing to see the number of players expand at the NBA level.
Moore shot is off. Miami's gotten 4 of 7 3-pointers to fall in the 4th.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Heat.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this will give them win number 32 on the year so far.
And this win gives them a sweep of the season series. They only met twice, but they'll have bragging rights for at least another year against the Timberwolves.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
He ran things with precision, great command of the offense, putting his teammates in all the right spots.
MP, the pass to Yurtseven. It's rebounded by Knight. Anderson with it. So no problem for Miami as they get the win. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. So long, everybody.
Terrific effort on both ends of the court tonight. You guys really dominated the glass. So why were you so physical tonight? Was you mad?
No, I wasn't mad tonight, Nate. But it is a physical game, you know, especially these days when most teams aren't playing 2 big men in the paint. You know, it's up to the whole team to rebound and block out at that point. You know, I just try to embrace that role.
So what's the key to being a great rebounder?
Just effort and anticipation. That's it. You know, putting your body on someone as soon as the ball goes up and then paying attention to where it's coming down. It's that simple, you know? You know, the best rebounders are usually just hard hat, blue-collar guys.
Look like you brought your lunch pail tonight. Good game, man.
Thanks, man.
it.